Hi, I wanted to make a quick video. Quick? Who knows? I'm thinking it's going to be quick. It's about some finds I got today at my flea market. You know, my Sunday flea market. Well, there's really only one Beatle one I wanted to spotlight, especially. But first I'll show you a couple of other things of varying interest to different people. This is an original hardcover copy, first edition of The Exorcist, the William Peter Blatty book, published in 1971. And as a horror fan, I mean, I've never seen a first pressing of this book. So I really thought this was pretty cool. I don't know if this is the right video to show this in. I may show it again. I really should reserve it. Hey, you know what I got real quick? Another Connie Francis album. This time, Connie Francis sings German favorites. It's a hole in my collection, something that I missed, and the record is really screwed up. I can hold it by the edges because the record is really messed up, but I haven't seen this album yet. Anyway, the real one that I want to show here is the Beatles Scrapbook. This is something that's been sitting around at my flea market for quite some time. And with any luck, if I hold this up long enough, it'll present a thumbnail image for me to use. I don't really remember what the guy was charging for this, but I went several weeks. This has been at the flea market. One guy had this. And it was a very interesting item. I don't usually see a Beatles scrapbook, and you can't really find these in decent shape. There's a little tear going on there. Over here. But today I got him down considerably, and I paid, I think, a fair price for this. And what's really cool about it is, well, it's got this plastic thing to kind of take care of it a little bit, but I don't think that's originally part of it. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, it's got old pages in here. Some of them are ripped up. But what I thought was interesting, I mean, just having this alone, this is identical picture on the front and the back, is really cool just having this. Originally, it's got a price on there of 29 cents. 29 cents. It's not what I paid for it. But I guess the idea was just to paste on your own pictures. Now, somebody who owned this, what I found interesting is, in addition to the cover, which is already exciting enough, it's going to be hard to show this without damaging it any. I don't want to damage it, so I'm going to put this on again. Try to show some things. Whoever had this wrote all kinds of stuff on here, and you know what I'm going to do? For the purpose of this video, I'm going to bring the camera down here. So, hold on a second here, okay? Wait a minute. Alright, here we go. Okay, there it is. There's a scrapbook. It's really brittle. Somebody on here wrote introducing the Beatles in pen, and different articles from the day. George Harrison, the youngest Beatle. You know, actual magazine clippings and things. So I thought this was interesting. In addition to having the actual cover, George's mom tells all about her famous son. He always hated haircuts. So do I. George's parents. In addition to having the nice cover, there's a picture of John, cats. He likes John likes cats. Ringo Starr, the swinging Beatle. So yeah, in addition to, as I say, having the nice cover, you have these vintage articles that are also taped in here, and I haven't looked at the whole thing yet. So I'm anxious to know. Put a little light on in here. Maybe it'll be a little brighter now. That's better, I think. That's better. I'm interested to know See some water damage here. Scotch tape. Ringo's mother. I still call him Richard. He has the most beautiful dark brown eyes. A girl who met Paul in America. A girl Paul met in America and forgot in Liverpool. Because Lennon, the married Beatle. There's a picture missing there. And they made a movie. Now, I know when I was perusing this, there were some interesting things. Now, here's something, I think I skipped a page. These are the ones who matter. Patty Boyd, Cynthia Lennon, Jane Asher with Paul. And if you hear any strange noises, it's because my girlfriend's in the other room watching a DVD. Somebody here wrote Beatle Diary with pen. And then we got, these are, I guess, original Beatle trading cards. Which I guess the front are pasted down. They're glued down, the fronts of the cards. So, and you know, you got a chunk of paper here missing. There's a lot of stuff missing from here. Very brittle. Snapshots, somebody wrote. But there are no snapshots right now. Daily routine. Pictures of the Beatles doing their daily routine, whatever that is. Dig these crazy clothes. And then there's George getting a haircut. And he really does look like he hates getting a haircut. There's Ringo getting a haircut. There's a picture of Ringo with some plastic eyes in there. On the top, somebody wrote fun, fun, fun. Some more photos over here. A lot of pages left to this thing, so I don't know how interesting this is to some of you fans, but we'll see. This says, an interview. This is really interesting to see like what a first generation fan, girl most likely, would think. Yeah, here we go. Gorgeous pictures of the Beatles. And Ringo's the first one. There's Paul, John. Now I know where this is taken from. This is taken from a magazine which I have called, I think this is from Beatles Around the World, which is a really nice color magazine that I have in good condition. I also got this at the same flea market. So this is really interesting to have this. There's like a really interesting color picture. Early, very early. Please Please Me album just came out. You can see the background. And how the fabulous feud started. You got Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. Yeah, they're talking about, they say the feud. I believe this is the so-called feud between the Beatles and the Dave Clark Five. The feud. And there's a lot of that played up here in this particular scrapbook. How will the fabulous feud end? What will the outcome of the Clark-Beatle battle be? Do the Beatles believe in God? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. An interesting picture of Pete Best here. That's kind of like, I guess it's on the reverse side. The Beatle marriage, no one will talk about. Shh. This is all about John's marriage. There's Cynthia, I guess, with Julian in the baby carriage. What they've done since their last visit. John's book, she writes. Pictures of John's book. And here John is referred to the boss Beatle. The boss Beatle and the married Beatle. He's now the writing Beatle too. George's birthday. Pictures in action. DVD in the other room sounds interesting. Okay, here's an interesting page. She wrote their songs. And in pen, all the songs are written. I want to hold your hand. So standing there, this boy, etc., etc. Just listing all the songs. So I think this is a nice piece of history, as I said in the beginning. In addition to just having, I'd be happy just having the scrapbook with nothing in it, but this is interesting. Right, my favorite song, words. And she writes down lyrics, if I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true? She writes down the lyrics to If I Fell. And here's more pictures. And this page has some of the original trading cards glued on. So as I say, it's so nice to have the inside of this with some unusual stuff. You know, it's nice enough having the book, even if it was empty, but this is interesting. I don't know. A million thanks to England for giving us Ringo Starr. There's the United States of Beatlemania. Dollar bill, one Beatle with Ringo on it. So we got a Ringo fan here. And here's a picture that looks like it came off. A look toward the future. The future, what's what? What's that? Sorry folks, I'm looking through a lens. It's a little hard to look through the camera. The future, what's that? Brian Epstein. The man in their past, present, and future. Almost at the end. Some more stuff. Some more empty pages, and then the back. There it is. So, as I scramble to put this back, there it is, folks. I thought it was really interesting, and there was enough here to make one video on its own about this Beatles scrapbook original. A nice find, I think. Thanks for watching.